Good afternoon and welcome to the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. Blackson, how are you doing, love?
Doing better, Miss Lynn. I'm doing better.
You were missed, and I promised everyone, I said, don't worry, he will definitely return.
Well, one thing y'all can guarantee me definitely on Sundays. Now,
Yeah,
a lot of running around, audience. It's Christmas time, and even if let me just say this real quick, Miss Lynn.
go ahead.
Even if you don't celebrate Christmas and you have children that celebrate Christmas, you celebrate Christmas. You're gonna do the
Well,
running around and so forth. So there you go.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Um,
but I'm here. Yes.
okay, that's fine. We're glad you're here.
My
As
pleasure.
you enter the chat room, please hit the like button. That will trigger the YouTube algorithm and will bring more people into the conversation. Blackson, go ahead, young man, and drop your channel link.
Okay.
All right. If you have not already, because I've had, oh my God, 40, 50 people to subscribe, Blackson.
Okay.
So a lot of people may not know, have your channel information. So please drop that, love, okay?
Okay.
And you see the title, today's is it here? Okay, here it is. Okay. Yeah, today's show is going to be fire. All right. Now look at the title. Again, hit the like button as you're entering the room. All right. I will call the roll momentarily. All right, Blacks, and you see the video we did yesterday. It's like 4,000 views. So people are very interested in the super mayor. And Blackson, before we came on, he mentioned, now we know I have no singing talent, but I pretend I play the singing role here on YouTube. But believe me, I'm not quitting my day job because I would not be able to pay my bills. But he brought up a song. Any of you who are old enough, you remember that group? I think it was Living Color. And they had a song in 1988. I am the cult of. I am the cult of personality. Do 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 do. I am the cult of personality. And when he mentioned that, I said, wait a minute, because we were talking about the super mayor and her appeal. And I told him, I said, if you look at all the nefarious activities that she's involved in, once this is over for her, she should do a podcast, a reality show. She has charisma, just don't let her handle any money. And you're good. Just drop the truth bomb. All right. Let's go ahead and get the party started. Hit the like button. If you've been watching the channel for a while, please hit the subscribe button. Here we go. All right. Roll call, roll call, roll call. If you want me to call your name, all you need to do is say hello. You can send an emoji. If you don't say anything or send an emoji, I can't see that you are here. Tijuana Border Jumper, how are you, love? Chubbs, of course, is here. Jeffrey is here. And Amy is here. How are you? Tina, of course, is here. How you doing, love? Kathy is here. Baldwin Birds is here. Cammy, Cha-Cha, Isaiah. The gang's all here. The song, The Boys Are Back in Town. I'm going to say the subscribers are back in town. Okay, I'll change it up a little bit. I'm doing great, Isaiah. Hope that you are as well. Let's look at this title. Now, I wanted to wait until we had more people to come into the chat. Tiffany Henyard's trustee calls residents the N-word, and he thinks he's Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. Now, if you are familiar with this, how you doing, Kathy? Cheryl, hello. Hi, beautiful Cheryl. Glad you're here. If you are familiar with this subject matter, Type it in the comment section, folks. And again, I will say, we know Cheryl and everyone else who's here, Cha-Cha, Kathy, if her trustee were white and he used the N-word, just tell me in the comments section, what do you think would happen? Blackson, what are your thoughts on this before we dive into it?
Well, it seems like Miss Tiffany's been all in the news. And, as we talked about it before, I think this is what, your third show now you've done on it?
I've done
several shows. She is definitely a force. We talked about it. She has a lot of charisma, personality. She knows how to grasp the attention of people. And with that talent comes almost like a euphoric, kind of like a feeling. And it's like, it's a feeling of power, right?
Yeah.
And so when you reach a certain level of power, then you reach a certain level of entitlement.
We mentioned that we're entitlement. Mm-hmm. And Immuna, how are you? Shalom. And so again, the enigma that is the super mayor. Okay, so people cannot stop watching. Mm-hmm. And Cheryl said she thinks she's a reality star.
Yeah. And she has a potential to be one. She has a potential to be one. She has all the ingredients. Yeah.
She has the ingredients. She has the charisma.
Yeah, she does.
Just let her take an English class so she can start using proper English and she can string together two sentences.
No, I disagree with that.
What?
The more street and the more ebonics, the more people are entertained by it. I think if you're going to do a reality show, don't do that. Because you
don't want her to take the English class.
Huh?
You don't want her. You want her to continue to
use. Because you will take away a piece of her persona. That's part of her aura. And I think if you sing her to an English class, you kind of distort who the person who she is that brings in the crowd. So
you want leave her as she is.
Leave her as she is. She's just change her profession.
And keep her away from the money.
Keep her away from government. Keep her away from and. Well, I wouldn't just say keep her away from the taxpayer money, but I mean, let her have a reality show. I think she would do great.
Oh wow, yeah, because people love. She's an enigma. People love watching her. Yeah. Mo Dollars, how are you? Okay, Kathy gets it, and Cheryl gets it. If she had a trustee that were white or of another race calling people the N-word, the internet would break. Oh my God, they're racist. But since this particular trustee is Black, and listen, people, he was calling community people, residents, the N-word. And she was standing there like this, like, yep, he's right. Everyone who was standing there was agreeing, like, yep, he's right. And again, we don't do double standards here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. Shadow Seeker, afternoon, first time here. I'm starting to fear saying hi, and Tiffany streams, not gonna lie, it's becoming scary. Shadow Seeker, we're glad you're here. Everyone who's here, hit that like button. Where are we? I'm doing well. Great. Ruby, how are you? Yeah, if you have Facebook, if you have Truth Social, share this stream out, folks. So we're going to dive into it. If you look at the title, because I have some new people coming in, I'll go over it again and then I'll start. I have videos to share with you. Tiffany Henyard's trustee calls residents the N-words. Okay? The N-word. And he's talking about Martin Luther King, again, trying to stir emotion, and Malcolm X. So let me pull this up for you. I'll try to keep up with all of your comments. All right. Okay.
Book lessons.
Yeah, she got. I don't know where she got the video from. I was not able to find it, but she got it.
And I have to change this topic, but she knows she's doing one on Roland Martin versus Stephen A. Smith. Ooh, that was a good one.
Oh yeah, I just haven't had time. I was preparing for this.
Yeah. Because they're going after Stephen A. Smith. But yeah, let's get back to the topic.
Oh yeah,
we'll talk about that after.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that one's you're gonna like that one, Miss Lynn. Yeah. Let me just say this real quick. He said he's not a Democrat, Stephen A. Smith.
He changes with the wind. He changes every day.
Right.
He is a I don't
like I said, we gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that, Miss Lynn.
Right.
Yeah.
Cammy said more like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Cammy gets it. All right, let's listen to this, folks.
You want to point fingers and you want to blame.
Okay, here we go.
Up in Illinois, then you want to point fingers and you want to blame people. Then you want to tell lies on people and try to.
Now, the man holding the microphone, okay, this is the gentleman, all right, that is now you see the super mayor is here, her boyfriend, her goons, all the people who are supporting her. So again, watch as they continue.
Which one is her boyfriend?
The man holding the microphone. His name is Andrew Holmes, and I'll give you a little bit more about him. Yes, go ahead, Blackson.
I was just curious, which one is the boyfriend?
This dude right here with the hat on.
Oh, okay. All right.
So let's listen, folks. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this on social media, and let's get this going. So again, the guy holding the microphone is Andrew Holmes, and I'll tell you all about his nefarious activities afterwards. So let's listen. Right, Baldwin?
To downgrade people's name and try to downgrade what people do. They did that with Martin. They did that with Malcolm. They tried Farrakhan. They tried Flager. All of them failed. These shall fail. King walked many miles and many streets, not only in the state of Illinois, the county of Cook, but all across the United States. Social media has come so damaged that, they send a message faster than you can tell the truth.
Tap it in the comment section. Let me know if you can hear it. I know his voice, his mouth is too close to the microphone, so it may appear to be a bit muffled. So let me see. I'll put the closed captioning on. But basically, he's blaming everything on people, lies and innuendo. Nothing that's being said about him or the super mayor is true. So if you can hear it, I have closed captioning on, so listen up.
Here in Illinois.
That's Andrew Holmes, another scammer disguised as an activist for Black people who went into the small town of Dalton, Illinois, got a position as a trustee, although he was a Chicago resident, and used his position along with the mayor of Dalton, the woman I named Tiffany Tahoe, and the city girl mayor to destroy and bankrupt the town. Andrew is still a Dalton trustee. I remember at some point he started hiding in the basement and wouldn't come out to face the residents during the Dalton board meetings, which was very out of character for an Attention 304 who would find himself in front of any TV news camera before their infamous Vegas trip was exposed. I'm talking about that one time when Tiffany took Andrew Holmes and Trustee Brown with her to spend thousands of dollars of taxpayer money in Vegas, pretending she was handling Dalton business.
I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
Yeah, she was up there eating all the crab legs, steak and shrimp, and Andrew Holmes was with her too, scamming. But what sent Andrew into hiding was allegations from Tiffany's staffer, who was also on that trip with them. So Andrew is still facing scrutiny from those allegations. He never really addressed Mayor Porkchop's former staffer. He just avoided the media by any means necessary. And now, since the walls are crumbling around them, with Tiffany Tahoe losing the Democratic nomination in Thornton, for her supervisor position, they're all of a sudden running around crying and whining. And Andrew decided to stick his head up from the underground tunnel to set Black people straight.
going on up in here in Illinois, and then you want to point fingers and you want to blame people, then you want to tell damn lies on people and try to downgrade people's name and try to downgrade what people do.
All right, let me get rid of the commercial. Cheryl, which guy are you talking about, love? Ruby said Andrew Holmes has one tooth. I cannot concentrate on anything he says for looking at that. Ruby, you behave. Oh my God. Okay, let me get rid of the commercial. Now, Ruby, you behave today. Oh my God, I can't. All right, here we go.
They did that with Martin. They did that with Malcolm. They tried Farrakhan. They tried Flager. All of them failed. These shall fail.
I know this man is not comparing the people's reaction of his corruption and Tiffany Tahoe's corruption to MLK, Malcolm X, and Farrakhan. Sir, no one is lying on Tiffany. She destroyed not only a whole town, but the entire township as well. Like, really? And as for the allegations against you, you never addressed them. So, Andrew, are you ready to tell us what happened in Vegas now? I'm just checking because you're doing a lot of yapping, but you're not talking about that.
King walked many miles and many streets, not only in the state of Illinois, the county of Cook, but all across the United States.
And you're not MLK, you disrespectful dog. You got over with the Kanika Jenkins case. You used that whole tragedy to get money for yourself. On top of that, you try to get over on her mama. But hey, Andrew, it's a new day. We done already figured out you ain't nothing but a fake wannabe freedom fighting fraud.
Social media has come so damn damaged that, you know, they send a message faster than you can tell the damn truth here in Illinois. And people take it and they run with it. Social media destroyed friends, destroyed brothers, destroyed sisters, destroyed families, destroyed fathers who are trying to take care of their children. Put a little something on.
So with everything that's happening, thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl, is it not the guy in the back? Maybe I need to clean my glasses. Thank you, Cheryl.
Is it the guy with the dreadlocks?
Is that Cheryl said that he's not in the picture? Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. So I'm waiting to hear back from Cheryl. How you doing, Chubbs? So everything again, they are stirring emotion. He's talking about Malcolm and Martin Luther King, and that has nothing to do with all of your corruption. So continue to listen, folks.
On social media, watch how they run with it.
Andrew is up here attacking social media, talking about not having time to address a lie. Well, Andrew, I was the first one on YouTube to blow up this Dalton story. That was well over a year ago, pushing a year and a half. And you've had over a year to address these allegations. You mean you haven't had time to talk about Vegas since 2023?
And it's not only white folks that are doing it. We got the leading African American niggas who are doing it. I'm gonna say it again. We got the leading African American niggas, black on black crime. Okay,
now when you hear, I don't know if you could. How you doing, Donna? I don't know if you could actually hear him say he just called these people the N-words. So anyone who speaks against their corruption, he's calling the N-word. Hit the like button for us, folks. How you doing, Donna? Cammie said, what social media? The people of Dalton were the ones that stepped up and spoke true. Cammie, every time someone calls them on their corruption, first of all, they've been calling them names. Now they're calling them the N-word. Blackson, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I guess, how many times they were talking about a Vegas trip. That's what I'm interested in. Like,
do you remember the Vegas trip? That they spent thousands and thousands of taxpayer dollars. You know the clip where he
kind of like Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade. This seems to be.
Yeah. So, but that they just I had the clip. We just watched that, and the reporter asked her, and she didn't answer. She said, and she looked away. So,
I mean, what reason I brought up Nathan Wade and Fannie Willis, because number one, they're down here in Georgia, but I'm seeing a pattern here of taking taxpayers' dollars and going on trips. That's the only reason why I brought them up.
So
that's why,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, so I'm just saying, what's the problem? And when if you're being called on your corruption, you're spending taxpayers' money. So why?
Miss Lynn, who does these audits? Who does these audits? Because
Now, you know, Lori Lightfoot, the previous mayor of Chicago, she was called in. She did the audit. They're still looking for those millions of dollars. Robert, I grew up in the 60s. We came a long way. Can you imagine a white politician having his girlfriend or boyfriend saying, we're white, we're white, we're white? Right, Robert. And this guy is standing up here calling people the N-word. Right, Baldwin, disrespecting any civil rights. For them to even use Malcolm's name, Martin's name in their mouths is disrespectful. But I did the video the other night on Tahoe Tiffany, as Pink Book Lessons calls her, and she likened herself to Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks. These people are nuts. Anthony, how are you? Yes, Anthony, we're praying they voted her out of all she and all her goons. Hit the like button for us, folks.
Well, Anthony, before we get to that, we got to get the people, and me and Miss Lynn talked about it. You got to get them out of the blue no matter who. Got to get them out of that first, because if they don't get out of that, then it's all this is for nothing.
Right. Cammie said, don't forget the young lady that was SA. Cammie, I have all that too. We're going to expose all of that. In simulation, how are you? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, especially taxpayers' money, truth bomb.
Yeah.
All right, let me continue with the video. Yeah, every time someone says something about their corruption, if you're white, you're racist and you're wrong. If you're black, well, you see what he's doing. He's calling you the N-word and you're a sellout. Let's continue.
For what?
Wait, hold up. We got to stop this right now. I know he didn't just use his mush mouth to call the protesters and advocates the N-word. Who told him he could talk to the residents like that? Yeah, who told him he could use that type of language? 100% out of order and unprofessional. I bet he won't go around calling other groups of people derogatory names while actively in public office.
And I hope you were paying attention, because as he was standing there calling the people N-words, Super Mayor and all of her goons, everyone who's surrounding her, they are there shaking their heads in agreement. I hope you see that. Okay.
This guy is an elected public servant. He's a Dalton trustee. That's equivalent to your city commissioner. Can you imagine your city commissioner in your town calling you the N-word? I don't understand why nobody's not on his neck right now.
No one said anything to him about this. And they're all the goons and the super mayor are standing there shaking their heads in agreement. Okay, no, and so I'm surprised it's not. Now, you know, like I know, if a white person had done this, oh my God, the internet would have crashed. The NAACP, the Congressional Black Caucus, Al Sharptongue, Maxine Waters, Black Lives Matter. Oh my God, you're racist. I mean, they would have been protesting. Get this guy out of there. But since he's black and he's a Democrat, no one says a word. Tina, I love the Pink Book. I'm already hooked with her, but she's very straight up. How you doing, Mojo? Here we go.
And no, he can't bring up white people this time because the opposition he's dealing with is in a 92% black town. See, normally we'll catch him doing his best Al Sharpton impression, talking about white supremacy, but this time there's no white people to blame. That's why he's taking his anger out on black people, calling us N-words. I'm sorry, y'all got to get this fool out of Dalton right now. I don't care if his term isn't up. He should be kicked out right now. This is how he's talking to the people he's supposed to be representing, especially when he's done absolutely nothing for over a year.
We got the leading African-American niggas who are doing it. I'm going to say it again. We got the leading African-American niggas, black on black crime, that are doing it, trying to take others down. For what? When you try to lift people up, you try to help people, you got seniors crying, family won't go to you. See, their own relatives that are locked down and shut in. Family won't go see the seniors that are in the senior homes. The seniors don't even know their family until somebody strange come to your door and bring you a box of food or bring you a gift and say, hallelujah, have mercy, I'm your family. It's a damn disgrace the way we do each other. You get a job, but you try to destroy somebody on account of somebody say something.
And so you see how he keeps deflecting, saying They're trying to destroy, I guess, him and the super mayor with lies and innuendo. No, it's corruption. That we can see. Where are the millions of dollars that are missing? What about the thousands of dollars in taxpayers' money where they were out there eating crab legs and steak, living lavishly? Oh my God. Oh.
She say.
No, Andrew, it's horrible how you and Tiffany got your jobs and all y'all did was destroy the town.
So again, excuses, excuses, excuses. No accountability. None.
It's funny how they're flipping this now. No, the people didn't destroy you. You destroyed.
What do you think, folks? Go ahead and type it in the comment section. I'll let this play till the end. Cammie said the trustee looks like he will be good at playing corrupt preacher and politician in the 80s and 90s hood movie. Cammie, facts.
For the people in the town they live in, along with the lead Tasmanian devil in charge, Tiffany Tahoe.
Who's on the elevator? Nobody with the way it's going right now today. It's just like shooting somebody on the street, shooting down. No, it ain't. Check out social media. That's the new gun. Social media is the gun that points at you and try to stop you from doing what you do.
What have you been trying to do, Andrew?
We've been beat down, struggled. What was the use of going to Black history in school, learning about how to advance? You tell your children today, this is what Martin did. This is what Malcolm did. But when you turn around in reality, when that brain start clicking, how? When they trying to destroy each other now. It's not the white man. That's old news. Check out the social media with the new news. Black on black crime.
Okay, so since we're content creators, the other content creators all over social media, if we say something about their corruption, he's calling it black on black crime. And we're wrong. We're in the wrong. What do you think about that, folks? Say something about that in the comment section. Make it make sense. Black son, please.
I'm just listening, Miss Lynn.
Wow.
I'm just listening.
You say you taking it all in?
Taking it all in, yeah.
All right, I'll finish the video.
Yeah.
Blackson's like, he can't believe it. That's why he's speechless. Let me finish the video.
King walked so far. Now it's out here in Thornton Township. It was in Chicago. Think about it, Marquette Park. We got a new park. It's called Thornton Township Park.
Right, now it's in Thornton Township. And the it is you. Andrew, you're a part of the problem. First you ran your hustle in Chicago, and now you're in Thornton Township. This fool is literally talking about himself.
Look what was doing. Look what was happening. Have respect and decency, if not for you, but for your mother, your grandmother, your elderlies that are deceased and fought for the rights, and now you turn around on your own family and try to take away the damn right.
So you call them on their corruption. Look at all the black people who fought and died. And so we're responsible. We're trying to take away their rights for saying anything about their corruption. That's what he's saying, folks. Make it make sense.
Here we go with the same old play. The whole your ancestors fought for your rights monologue. Our ancestors did not fight for you and Tiffany to get these positions to undermine black people. No, they didn't fight for the right for black people to rob black people. The black on black crime you're referring to, it should be the crimes that you, Tiffany Tahoe, and the rest of her mob committed against the black citizens of Dalton and Thornton Township. I just can't believe, Andrew, the nerve of this fool to get up here disrespecting black people, comparing himself to MLK and Malcolm X, then calling us N-words. Listen, Andrew should have been gone, but time should be up for him now. He's got 2 more years left in his term, so he's not up for re-election in 2025, but the residents should get him out right now. You have an elected official calling his constituents the N-word. No, get rid of him right now.
Right.
And I know y'all saw Tiffany Tahoe standing there the whole time, smiling and nodding in agreement. The writing is on the wall, though. She's on her way out the door. I seriously doubt she'll be reelected as the mayor in a few months. And she already lost the Democratic nomination for Thornton supervisor. But you know, Tiffany Teflon, she's not going down without a fight. She's now suing to try to get her name on the April 2025 ballot still in Thornton Township. I covered that already. So if you want to see that video, click the link to watch it.
All right. What are your thoughts, folks?
I will agree with Tiffany on this.
Okay.
Don't take her off the ballot because they tried to do that same thing with Donald Trump. Remember when Colorado
Okay,
was
so you think her name should be allowed to stay on the ballot?
Yeah, people are not stupid. I mean, if they are, then but let's not take away their right to choose. So leave her
Okay,
on the
now
ballot.
in her lawsuit, that's what she's saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Robert said everyone standing up there is on her payroll. So that you're right. Cheryl said, did all those press interviews and now she's not eligible for either position. Right. She did all right, Cheryl. Ruby said maybe they gave the Dalton money to Kamala for her campaign. And that's why they can't find it. Oh, right. Ruby.
Good one, Ruby. Good one. Good
Ruby.
One.
Hit that like button, folks. We have about 100 people in here and only 49 likes. It won't cost you anything, I promise. I have some really poignant comments I need to read. Robert Wilson said, Keith Price beat up Jerry Jones' son at the food pantry, and he's going to stand up there and act like he's the mayor's assistant. they have all kinds of nefarious activities going on. Chubbs, it's a shame that a black leader gets power, and when the people get wise to them being a crook, that race helped them get into office, they turn on them by calling them names. Right. You know, a white politician or white government official couldn't stand up there and call people the N-word. Why is he allowed to do it? Sharice said, stop validating crazy. Imuna, that meeting they had last night was insane. Tiffany allowed a woman to come into a meeting with a weapon. That was jacked up. Yeah. She's nuts. Jerry Jones' son complained about him having rats and roaches in the food. Ew. Oh yeah, she's speaking truth. Cammie. So is he saying that black folks on social media is the equivalent of white supremacists who speak on black people? Cammie, he's accusing any of us who are black. Because you heard what he said. We don't have to worry about white people anymore. But the black content creators who are calling them on their nonsense, their shenanigans, we're N-words. That's what he said. And he said, it's a shame. Sharice, ignoring and breaking laws that you do not like doesn't make those laws any less legal. Mojo, she and Andrew do not represent the people. She has to be bonded for both positions, and she's not bonded. Thank you, Cheryl. Yes, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, I'm not done. So we looked at that video on Mr. Andrew Holmes. Let me share something with you quickly on him, since he's such an upholding individual in the community. Let me show you this. Since he's for the right thing. Hold on. Now, for those that don't know, and this is what I was alluding to earlier, Blackson. So he's up there acting like he is a pillar of society. Remember the Vegas trip that they talked about and we've been talking about? How you doing? My life for your life. Tiffany's using Dalton's money as welfare. Yes. My life for you. You were not here yesterday. That's what I said. Yes, it's pitiful. Yes, my life. I need to drop the link. You can watch the video I did last night. That's what I said. Wayman, how are you? Yes, they need to march on City Hall. Hit the like button for me, folks. Activist confronts Dalton trustee Andrew Holmes over SA allegations taken away by police. So this guy here was asking him about the allegation that this allegedly happened on the during the trip to Las Vegas. So let me go. So this guy started talking, and then they had to take him out of there. So this black guy I guess he's one of the N words because he's calling him on his nonsense as well. So let me let you hear what he says.
Confronted Dalton trustee Andrew Holmes over sexual.
In South Suburban Dalton ended in chaos last night.
And ABC 7 was the only camera still inside the Dalton Village Hall when activist Jedediah Brown returned to the podium and confronted Dalton trustee Andrew Holmes over sexual assault allegations. Brown started to yell and demanded personal answers from Holmes before he launched to the front of the room, headed toward Holmes. Brown was immediately surrounded by police and was taken away. Trustee Andrew Holmes, who is also a well-known victims advocate, is accused of sexually assaulting a former Dalton employee during a village-funded trip to Las Vegas last year. Holmes has not been charged with any crime at this time, though the allegations are presently under investigation by Las Vegas police, and they are also the subject of a civil suit filed by the alleged victim. Liz Nagy has more on what happened before the confrontation cleared the room.
Before last night's meeting turned chaotic and violent, many village residents again showed up wanting to know what is going on with their finances and tax money. Mayor Henyard defended her work and pointed the finger at Dalton trustees.
Dalton's frontline responders arrived at Village Hall in uniform, more than a dozen deep, to demand answers.
That we've been serving the village without a contract for 5 years. Currently, the village still refuses to negotiate, making progress extremely difficult and if not impossible.
The South Suburban firefighters say their financial situation is far worse than even they know.
So my question is, do we have workman's comp insurance? We will continue to serve despite the fact our health insurance is not being paid, our retirement funds are being taken from us, and workers' compensation claims are not being handled properly.
The revelation was a plea, but as...
Oops. So what do you think about this so far? So all of this, it's like, again, the pink elephant in the room. But no, everyone's over here talking over here. The pink elephant's right here, and everyone's pretending like they don't see it. Hit that like button for me, folks. If you're enjoying this content, hit the subscribe button as well. I'll let this continue. I'm still trying to keep up with the comments.
Part of the public comment, the firefighters left without immediate answers. Their frustration was the most glaring, but far from the only one, from residents who lost patience with a legally embattled Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
I need to know what's going on with the money in the village of Dalton.
In her monthly mayoral update, shunned by residents who visibly ignored her,
I am literally the beacon of light for Dalton.
Mayor Henyard fired back at her detractors.
The Board of Trustees raised your property taxes every single year. I showed you that, showed you proof.
Henyard's handling of village finances is one piece at the center of a wide-ranging investigation happening out of sight by former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
Let her see! Let her see!
After Henyard barred her from speaking at Dalton's meeting last month, Lightfoot released a statement revealing the scope of her findings so far, read aloud by one of the trustees who hired her.
A picture is emerging of the village's finances and overall how the village form of government does or does not comply with state law.
Lightfoot's statement also said she is experiencing what she called predictable roadblocks. She says she's been stonewalled by Mayor Henyard and some of the employees here in the village of Dalton. She's currently operating under a $30,000 budget, which she says she has not yet reached. Lightfoot says she will continue this investigation until she gets the answers she started working for.
All right, so there's that, folks. So I'll stop sharing that, but that's what's going on, folks. And she keeps saying, oh, everyone's supporting her. No, they're not. And if you did not watch, if you weren't here yesterday, hit that like button for us, folks. Hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying this. I have some comments to read. Lisa said, Tiffany actually went and stood out there to make sure no one touched those toys and food, all because she couldn't use her boxes. Tiffany is scandalous. Cammie, it's about time someone stepped up to the mic and asked this question. Tiffany, Amuna said, I was wondering if Tiffany has money hidden in that house since she changed the locks. Amuna, she might want to get the money out since she's in the rears with her rent. She and her boyfriend aren't paying the rent, and the landlord was on the news telling everybody about it. Robert, love your broadcast. You are the bomb. Thank you, Robert. That's for you. Chubbs, Tiffany, Ruby. Tiffany will be making an appearance on Orange is the New Black. Woo! Okay, Ruby made an excellent point. Activist Jebediah Brown was followed and harassed by the ex-police chief and his goons because he's exposing, anyone who's exposing the corruption. All of this is happening, and now, Ruby, they're calling them the N-words. Chubbs, if you see me repeat on here, my internet is out and my phone is not acting right. Sorry about that. My internet lines were cut. Oh, okay, Chubbs. Okay, love. Cheryl, the IRS, FBI, HUD, and USDA are coming for her due to all the money taken. Cheryl. Cheryl's calling it out. I'm not done, folks. I still have things to share with you. Just hold on. Do not leave. I have a little bit about the lawsuit. I'll share that with you. So again, what do you think, Blackson, as I prepare the next video? What are your thoughts?
I'm just watching, Miss Lynn. I'm taking it all in.
All right, you're taking it in, but I want to know, you always have something to say. Okay, there we go. I think I have it here. What do you think about this, about Andrew Holmes calling the residents the N-word, and the Superman and her goons are all standing there shaking their head and agreeing with him? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, again, I'm more concerned about like the firefighters not getting paid. I think that's more of an important issue. That's
important, but I agree. But I still want to know your thoughts on that.
I'm sorry, man, Miss Lynn. The money is really getting to me. I'm really trying to. When they talk about money, everything else just kind of, I blank out. And I'm just like, okay, you got firefighters who aren't being paid. And so you want to get my attention, tell me about the corruption of the money. And that's where my focus is. That's why I'm saying I'm still
trying to take it all in.
It's like the money. Where's the money? That's all I'm trying to zero in.
Someone told us where the money may be. Maybe they sent it to Campbell.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to focus on anything else but the money right now.
All right, Zandra, how are you? Okay, so the lawsuit that was mentioned on the SA, I'll share that with you. So this guy, Andrew Holmes, the guy who's up calling people the N-word, he has his own issues. He's in no position to be calling anyone anything. So let me play this.
This morning, Dalton trustee Andrew Holmes is accused of sexual assault in a civil suit.
Yeah, in that lawsuit, it includes allegations against Holmes brought by a former employee of Dalton and also a Dalton police officer. Let's get right to CBS 2's Darius Johnson live now. And Darius, you've been reading through the lawsuit, sorting through some of the details. What are the claims here?
Brad and Audrina, the lawsuit alleges the well-known Chicago activist Andrew Holmes sexually assaulted a former village employee and that Mayor Tiffany Henyard tried to cover it up to protect herself. The two are both named as defendants in the suit. The Las Vegas Police Department confirms that they are conducting an ongoing investigation involving Holmes, but did not say if it involves sexual misconduct. According to the lawsuit, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and more than a dozen others attended a conference in Vegas last May. On May 26, after a group dinner, a Dalton employee went out with Holmes, who is a Dalton trustee. She says at some point that evening, she felt disoriented and lightheaded and felt as if the ground was moving. She then blacked out. The lawsuit goes on to allege that same night, Andrew Holmes called the mayor's security detail, who is also a Dalton police officer, to discuss his alleged sexual advances. That officer had reason to believe Holmes was drunk since the conversation was out of the ordinary. The officer then started to record Holmes before FaceTiming him. Once he FaceTimed him, he saw Holmes shirtless and the alleged victim partially undressed as Holmes pointed the camera toward her. The officer couldn't tell if she consented. The next morning, she woke up fully dressed, unclear of what happened. Upon return, the lawsuit claims Holmes talked to the officer again, admitting he had sex with the village employee on the trip. The officer then advised her to seek medical attention. The alleged victim then requested a meeting with Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who said she'd take care of it. Now, that meeting allegedly resulted in the former village employee being terminated, along with the officer being demoted and removed from the mayor's security detail. This is all now being investigated by Chicago's former mayor, Lori Lightfoot, who is also being tasked with investigating Henyard's spending. This morning, we reached out to Holmes, who declined to comment, and we are awaiting comment from Mayor Henyard. That's the very latest in the newsroom this morning. I'm Darius Johnson, CBS 2 News.
So again, with everything they have going on, and again, with the vote blue, no matter who cult, you don't call them on their corruption. If you're white, you're racist. If you're black, well, you heard what he called us. So you're not supposed to say anything. And they keep drawing on your emotions. Well, you know, Dr. King and Malcolm X and your ancestors, keeping black people emotionally charged. Ruby said the money went to hair, makeup, wardrobe trips, bubble gum, Wayfair, Amazon, Tahoe. Yes. Chubbs, okay, you have someone who agrees with you, Blackson. Chubb says, Mr. Blackson, I agree. She needs to be on the ballot because if the people want a crook and a con artist and a Lil Wayne Beyonce hair wannabe, they get what they deserve.
Yeah, Chubbs, that's why, yeah, because if you start with like Henyard and Trump, then where does it stop? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like you're violent. See, I don't want to know how you felt about them, like in Colorado. I felt like they were violating my rights to choose who I want to choose. If I want to choose whoever it is, whatever, you know, whoever it is, if I want to vote for Tiffany, then let her be on the ballot and let the people decide. And like, I agree with Chubbs. If that's who they want to choose, then
so okay, but
away
here's my issue. Okay, I agree with that too.
So that's your issue. So don't vote for her.
Yeah, right. But this is the issue I have, and which if I was there, I definitely wouldn't be voting for a Democrat. Period. But this is the issue that's going on. That's why I asked you if you watch the rest of the video. What she's doing, someone said it in the comment section. She's giving them food, toys. She's buying votes. Someone said welfare is what she's giving. She's buying votes. So do you have enough people? And the old people she gives, it has bingo games and things that old people like. So she's buying votes. Can you find enough honest people who will vote for policy? That's my issue. If I were a Dalton resident, I would have a real issue. Say most of the people are benefiting from what she's providing. And I'm adamantly against her. And then I'm stuck with her and her.
Who are you to take away the rights of those people choosing who they want to vote for?
So you said you still want her on the ballot.
You're missing the point, Miss Lynn.
I got the point.
The people who want to choose to vote for, you're taking away their rights.
I'm not saying that I would. I told you that's a tough one.
It ain't a tough one. You're taking away their rights.
I don't want to take away their rights, but I don't want to be in a situation
You're doing the same thing Crazy Eyes did in Colorado. When the Crazy Eyes said, "Oh, Donald Trump was an insurrectionist," they were being selfish. You're taking away our rights. Okay,
they were trying.
Insurrection. Oh, they charged him with this and that. Okay, but don't take away my right to vote for Trump. Don't do that. If Tiffany Hilliard
we did say that.
If Tiffany Hilliard is bribing people, let them people choose who they want to vote for. See that I think we're missing the point of people's right to vote.
We see the point. And I get what you're
missing something here.
No, and I already know what you're saying. Okay. I'm just looking at if I live there. Oh my God! And
so if you live there, Miss Lynn, then you don't have to vote for her. That's how that works.
I know. And I agree because I was angry when they were talking about taking Trump off the ballot in Maine.
Right. They were violating our civil rights.
And they were.
So that goes. So if it's good for Trump, it's good for Tiffany. Because at the end of the day, it's not about Tiffany or Trump. It's about us choosing.
Yeah, and it is. I just, Woo! I would just have to move then, because
and you have a right to do that.
Yeah.
In fact, they did a show special on this. It's not even on topic, but they did a special on this girl talking about I moved out of that country because I didn't like vote, and it's like, okay, good for you.
I saw that. Yeah.
That's But the point is, Miss Lynn, it's not about Trump or Tiffany. It's about those people's rights.
It's about the right, and it is.
I have people that in my family that died for them people that have right to choose. I have people fight in the Civil War on both sides under Sherman and General Lee. So yeah, you're not gonna. No, I'm not gonna take it when no person's white. So if a person has a hard time understanding that, then I don't know what to tell you. But
and I understand it. I just because I know how I felt when they were talking about taking Trump off. So yeah.
Oh, but he's an insurrectionist, and he was charged with sexual assault and or the civil case, and he was charged with trying to overthrow the election, and that's not the point. The point is let me choose.
Yeah.
Leave it on the ballot so I can choose whether or not. Because I see the same things you see. I see the same news, and I'm watching this thing right now with Tiffany here, and I hear you, Miss Lynn. You're saying, oh, but she bribed these people. Okay, but that's those people's choice at the end of the day. You just better hope there's more people not voting. What did I keep saying? I said, I hope there's more of us than there are that vote for them.
And you did.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to take nobody's right to vote.
Okay.
No.
And you're right. Oh my God. Woo! You're right. You're right. You're right. Hit that like button for us, folks. Oh my God. I just thank God I don't have to deal with that. I'm in a red state. Jeffrey.
I'm in a red state too, but we almost lost to a Kamala Harris who was dumb as a box of rocks and who was drunker than drunkity drunk. And we almost goddamn went over the edge. So this stuff spreads. You got your blue cities, just like the sanctuary cities, it spreads out like a cancer. So what affects Chicago, what affects Ohio affects Atlanta too, because they think it's okay to do it over there. Like I said, Nathan Wade and Fannie Willis did the same thing Tiffany did. Same thing. Yeah. And guess what? I don't like Fannie Willis, but they voted for her. And I would never take their right to do that. She won in a landslide here in Fulton. Well, not here in Fulton County, because I live in Newton County where we got sense. We Trump country over here. But what I'm saying is that I would never take away those people's right to vote.
Okay.
No.
Jeffrey says, I agree with you. Okay. If you take one, then you have to take two. Okay. And that's facts. That's facts. Alan, look on her face. A lot of money went to that white powder. Ooh. My life for your life. It's welfare. Yes, it is. It is. Just look at Tiffany's behavior. She's not a great leader. No, she's not. Wayman, she did not meet the qualifications. Alan, I bet she thinks the race card will save her. Yes. Well said, Blackson. Yes, he did. Excellent commentary, Blackson. As much as I hate to agree with you, you're right.
That's why I always say, and not to offend my Haitians or Jamaicans or Caribbeans, if you're not a full-blooded African that traced back to the Civil War, then you're not going to relate to what I'm saying. Okay. If you don't have lineage, because like I said, I got family that fought under Sherman. If y'all don't know who Sherman is, he's the one that burned down Atlanta.
He burned it.
The most evasive general, General E. Lee. If y'all remember the Dukes of Hazzard, that car was named after General Lee because he was the most evasive generals in our history. I have family that fought on both sides. So I'm very meticulous about people's right to vote.
Okay.
And the civil rights didn't start in the 1960s. It started right before the Civil War. A lot of people don't know that, but that's a whole nother topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
My life for your life. If they want this clown, enjoy the circus.
It's their right to choose a clown, right? I'm not disagreeing. Yeah. If that's what they
Blackson.
Fannie Willis won in a landslide in Georgia. Need I say more? She won in a landslide.
The clowns. Okay, Candy. Right. If the people of Dalton vote her back in, then all the people that was helping should pack up and leave and tell the people don't come back crying because we tried to help you and fight for you. Yes, Cammie, that's what we're saying. The same thing in Chicago too, with everything that's going on, like Blackson and I were talking about before. So,
but Tammy, and I agree with you, but again, that's why I was telling Miss Lynn, you got to get them out, vote blue, no matter who. Listen to that statement. Vote blue, no matter who. So when you say no matter who, no matter what, vote for that person. That's what they're saying. That's what blue, vote blue, no matter who means. So you got to take them out of that first, or we just talking in the wind at this point.
Facts.
Yeah, we gotta, that's a mentality. I don't know. I guess it started in the 80s or 90s. I don't know when it started, but
yeah,
however long it's been going on, it's going to take, hopefully it don't take as much time to get rid of that. But I think people are waking up though.
Oh yeah.
But again, when you talk about Tiffany, you first talked about it, Ms. Lynn, you talked about how they want to replace Tiffany with another Democrat. I was just like, oh damn, they
same thing in Chicago. What have we been saying? Yeah. I don't agree with it either. Hey,
I don't agree with it either, but
look, same deal in Chicago. You got rid of the supposedly Lori Lightfoot was the worst Chicago mayor in history. You got rid of her and put another Democrat in there. Now he is absolutely the worst. Stop voting Democratic, please.
Right. Oh, let me read this comment real quick.
Go ahead, Blackson.
My Life for Your Life says Fanny is corrupt. Let me say this about Fanny.
Okay.
So as y'all know, and I don't mean to deter the show, Miss Lynn, but I want to speak on this real quick because he spoke on Fanny, so I got to speak on Fannie Willis.
Okay.
Fanny has been kicked off the case. She is going to try to appeal it to the Georgia Supreme Court.
She needs to go away.
But why she's doing that is because she's trying to save herself from being disbarred. She's trying to keep her look because she knows she's on the edge of being disbarred. So just stay tuned on that, My Life for Your Life. Just stay tuned because there's a lot more to come. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you, Ms. Lynn.
Okay, babe. All right. So here we are. Tina said, Miss Rowland's just trying to wake people up. Thank you, Tina. And I am. I'm trying to wake people up to make better choices. Blackson and I talk about it all the time. Don't get rid of one Democrat only to put another. They have the same agenda.
Right. But at the same time, don't take away their right to vote because they're going to fight harder.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like when they tried to take away.
Keep it. Okay. I'll say this. Just be very selective where you live. Now me, Blackson, I told you I'm going back to Pennsylvania. I lived in New York. I lived in Pennsylvania.
Right.
New York is blue. Pennsylvania has been, well, typically was blue, but now
it's a swing state. Yeah.
It's the swing state. But I'm saying, be selective where you live. I would never, and I've told you this before, Blackson, live in a blue city, especially because I know how I vote, and I don't want to be stuck where my vote doesn't count because they're all voting blue no matter who. Like Chicago, look at our sister Prosperity and all the other people, activists, and what they're up against, what they're dealing with. They've been voting conservatively. They're surrounded by blue no matter who people. And it's sad.
Can I read this comment real quick?
Two wrongs don't make a right, and it does not make it eat. Ruby, you're right. Go ahead.
Cammie left a comment. She said, I can't relate, Black Son, but I completely understand the civil rights movement really started on the plantations and then fought like hell for their rights. Tiffany to stay on the ballot to keep it fair.
Yeah.
It's not only about keeping it fair, Cammie. Do y'all remember when Trump got his mugshot? What happened, Miss Lynn? His numbers increased.
Oh, yeah. Everything they did, his numbers kept going up.
Right. And then, you remember when he got convicted, Miss Lynn?
Yep.
Or they found him guilty?
Yep.
What happened to his numbers? They increased, right?
Going up regardless. They just kept going up.
Right. But because people don't want to be told what to do and who to vote for.
And
people take that as an insult. So let these people, as much as I disagree with, me and Lynn, before you started the show earlier, Miss Lynn told me, and I had a hard time on it. She said, there are people who love Kamala Harris. I was like, really?
Yeah,
now,
and
you know, right. So what I'm saying is that just like you're saying, people, if they love Kamala Harris, that means they love Tiffany, because Tiffany has way more personality. She has way more charisma. And so if you try to take away that's their right, they're going to fight even harder, is what I'm saying. Just like they fought.
I get it. I get it.
Convicted felon. Oh, he gave a civil case of an essay against a woman. And oh, Trump, he's got a mugshot. And oh, Trump, he tried
We
to
didn't care what they said. We didn't care what they said. We knew who we were voting for. It didn't matter.
So we got to look at the other side.
We knew it was a sham anyway.
Okay, so Ms. Lynn, just like you said, there's people who loved, and I had a hard time understanding it, that loved Kamala Harris. Guess what? There's people that love Tiffany. Don't take away their right to vote for Tiffany.
All right, they can keep their right. Again, I'm just going to be. I'm being selective, and let me tell everyone in the chat section: just be very selective where you choose to live. Everyone can keep their rights, not a problem, but be selective. I'm not living in a. I don't care if they told me I could live in Baltimore, Detroit, Chicago, Philadelphia for free. No, thank you. I know how I vote. I know how traditionally they have voted. And no, thank you. So that we don't take people's rights away, choose where you're going to live. Choose that. Make a very wise choice. That's all I can say.
But even before you can get to that stage, Ms. Lynn, you got to be involved in politics. A lot of people, especially Democrats, are not involved in politics. Because
I'm not involved in politics, but I'm very cognitive of where I live. I think I mentioned that to you earlier. I would never live in New York again. You can't protect yourself. I have, I told you, 20 gauge. I have rifles. I told you that. I would never live there again. The only people who have ping, you know what I'm talking about, are the criminals. So again, I'm being very selective. I will never, I won't even barely visit New York, but I would never live there again. I'm being selective. Jeffrey said Ms. Rowland's sending the clowns was funny. Yes, send in the clowns. So you see what I'm saying? We all make choices. And
well, Ms. Lynn, when you say you're not into politics, there's different levels of it. When you are concerned,
I'm not, but I'm cognitive. I know how I am. And again, we have to make wise choices as to where we're going to live, so we're not in a situation like
that's political.
That's political, but I'm saying I'm not going out here, you know. I'm probably the lowest level, but I'm saying I'm being strategic with where I live, if that makes sense. That's
political.
Okay.
That's being political. Right.
Okay.
And like I said, you got to be political in order to say, you know what, I'm not going to live in a blue state.
Nope.
I'm going to live in a red state based on, I don't know, jobs, based on Sanctuary City, based on being taxed for migrants. That's all political.
Oh yeah. I'm good where I am. And so, and some people, like I said, you feel bad for older people, you know, and they're sort of stuck. And it's just sad, but it is what it is. Those of you just coming in, do us one small favor. Hit that like button, please, folks.
Hold on. My life for your life. He left a good comment. I got a comment on this. He said Biden used Kamala to get black vote. Then he realized she doesn't know anything. But not only Biden, but the black voters. Ms. Lee Lynn realized that she don't know anything, that she doesn't know how to manage money, that she would have been a horrible candidate. And oh, by the way, Ms. Lynn, I forgot to see in the video on Ms. Lee Lynn. She's doing okay, by the way. And she denounced.
I saw that.
Okay, you saw it. Okay. Because you had asked about her, and I know you were concerned.
I was concerned.
I know
that's like she was over the edge.
She's doing okay. I think she's a fighter.
Yeah, but I'm saying, How you doing, Lily? And thank you for being here, love. Jeffrey said it was like, Cammie. Cammie said, I can't relate Blackson, but I completely understand the civil rights movement really started on the plantations and it fought for their rights. Okay, there we go. Where is the FBI? What's taking them so long? Mike, what I said yesterday on my video, what I think with the transition of power that's getting ready to take place, I think that they're just going to pass, all their information on to the incoming administration. Those are my thoughts.
Not all of it.
Because we know, huh?
Not all of it.
Hey, whatever.
Not the incriminating stuff, but we'll talk about that later.
Well, in reference to the super mayor.
My bad. I'm thinking about. I'm sorry, Miss Lynn. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're fine.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. They're just, hey, this is what we have. Here, take it. Do what you need to do. So since they're leaving office, Cammie, I remember that Blacks, and I agree with you. Point on the Trump charges and mugshot. Yeah. Jeffrey, it was like Houston for mayor, Sheila Jackson Lee, John Whitmer. You have to vote for the best Democrat you can think of. Yeah. Okay, Jeffrey. Oh boy.
Is he trolling?
I don't know what Jeffrey's doing. States and cities change over time, and everyone can't just move and leave families. Yeah, Ruby, that is difficult. Yeah. Especially when you get older, you get settled. You're like, I'm not going anywhere. Baldwin Burrs, Kamala's down horrible. Yeah. Immuna. So the people like hood mobster crooks, like a nice girl, like bad boy. I guess Immuna. Wayman, I know how the U.S. is. That's why I moved to another country. Okay, Wayman. Robert, what a shame. 20,000 people, 1,500 people showed up to vote. Wow. Yeah. Tina, I totally agree with Miss Rowland. I'm locked and loaded. Yes. That's why I choose to continue to live in a red state. Thank you, Tina. My life for you. We saw it. I live in Texas. Yeah, you've seen a lot. My life for you. Alan, you guys call it like you see it. Love that about y'all. Yes, Alan. We don't play favorites on him. Me and Blackson, we call it what we see. We call out the hypocrisy. We don't care what color you are. And yes, they call us sellouts and bootlicks and all other kinds of words, right, Blackson? But do we care, Blackson? No, we don't.
Wait. Who's calling us bootlicks? I didn't know they were calling us bootlicks. Like
people like this guy calling us in. When we say anything about their wrongdoing, their corruption, we're called names. Because we're Black and we're not supposed to say anything. White people are called racist. You see what he's calling people N-words and worse. All right.
Okay.
Chubbs. Again, I agree with Mr. Blackson. Let the people choose if they want to crew. Yeah, let them choose. Okay. Robert, Biden will pardon her if he had a chance. Okay, Robert. No, Blackson, I'm being honest. Oh, okay, Jeffrey. Hit that like button, please share and subscribe. Thank you.
Oh, my bad, Jeffrey. Yeah, I did. Okay, so Jeffrey was referring to the pick the best Democrat. Right. And the thing about the best Democrat, the way I look at it, you're picking a better crook. So you're picking the boisterous, loud, obnoxious Democrat voice is the one that's going to be silent and learn from their mistakes. So that's all I'm saying. But that's all. Yeah. So the best Democrat is actually the worst Democrat because they're more conniving and they're going to be quiet and silent. You're probably not going to.
That's true. Yeah, maybe someone that's not loud and boisterous like she is, but they may be more crooked. They're just quiet.
And if they're quiet, that means they could take more money.
Yep. Because they're not on the radar. Thank you, Immuna. Where are we? Wayman, what about the corruption in the Republican Party? Yeah, both parties have corruption, my life for you.
So what about the corruption in the
you don't have
so
Wayman, my life. When you don't have substance, attack the messenger. My life. And all it is calling people on their corruption. And again, if you're white, you're racist. If you're Black, well, they call you. You see what he called people who say something about his corruption, and they call us bootlicks and other names. So I have another video to share with you. Let's see.
Oh, let me say this to Miss Wayman Smith. He said, "What about corruption in the Republican Party?" I am praying that they take Liz Cheney down. To answer your question.
Blackson, you're a mess.
Oh, my mess. She damn coerced the witness, interfered with the witness, made up a whole concocted story. Like, who believes that Trump lunged over and grabbed the steering wheel? And man, come on, man. Just for that ridiculous story, she needs to do some time for that nonsense.
She does. All right, let's watch this. recap of allegations, investigations. So the super mayor is totally embattled. And again, let's be real, folks. If she genuinely cared about the people, genuinely, like she says she does, any normal human being would step aside. Okay, let someone else take your place. All these investigations are ongoing. You know, you see the people don't want you. Nah, hey, goodbye. Stop being delusional. It's time for you to step aside. Drop your channel link, Blackson.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of new people. Hit the like button for us, folks. That's the little thumb. Won't cost you anything. We're going to listen to a small portion of this, okay? I think all these videos I'm sharing with you, you can watch in their entirety up under the video. Here we go.
Reporting in Dalton, South Suburban Dalton.
In Dalton. More drama in Dalton tonight. Talk about this political showdown in a South Suburban community. Residents and trustees in Dalton passed a resolution calling for an investigation into the mayor's administration.
And this is what I was mentioning or referencing earlier. Mike said she's too narcissistic to even think about stepping it. Right, Mike?
And spending. But the mayor vetoed that resolution. NBC5's Christian Farr has a reaction from Dalton and a look at what happens next.
We can always expect for the administration to use a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Dalton trustee Brittany Norwood says
this is okay, and this is why I wanted to share this, because this is one of the trustees that I was referencing in yesterday's video. She and one other trustee are vehemently against the corruption, and she and Mr. Gonzalez have not been attending the meetings. They know she's using it. She wants to get them there so she has enough people to vote so she can install another trustee, one of her yes people who will do anything that she says. So that's why I was showing you a small portion of this.
She and a majority of her fellow village trustees will not stop in their fight to save the village. For the past several months, Norwood says certain trustees have been prevented from seeing Dalton's financial statements.
Calling for an investigation of Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Which is why last month, those trustees passed that resolution during a special meeting where Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not in attendance.
We feel that it's extremely important to have the authorities come in and force this administration to provide us with the information needed so that we can provide it to the residents regarding how the money is being spent.
I must let the public know that the actions of the board are illegal.
Yesterday, during a regular scheduled board meeting, Mayor Henyard vetoed that resolution, and before doing it, listed all the good things her administration has done for the residents of Dalton.
We help pay your light bill, gas bill, water bill. We even help you bury loved ones. We even did a mortgage and rental assistance, which was really, really dope.
But
who was it? I think it was My Life for You. Says I don't blame those trustees. My Life for You, you said it earlier, it's welfare. So she's giving people all these handouts. So she has, of course, she has a large amount of people supporting her, but she has a lot also who are not. But listen to this, folks. Right, Cheryl?
But when they still had access to Dalton's financial statements, trustee Norwood says the village was $7 million in debt and suspects that that number has grown since then. Trustee Norwood says some vendors have
rid of the commercial. Here we go.
Them to figure out how to get paid. And the latest bill came from a vendor contracted to make posters.
The mayor plans to poster around town with her picture on it with cute sayings. And we're saying, hey, how can we afford this if we're in a deficit?
Trustee Norwood and the other trustees who supported that investigation hope to override the veto by their next board meeting on April 1st. In Dalton, Christian Farr, NBC5 News.
The misuse of funds is among the many allegations discussed in South Suburban Dalton today. Residents got a chance to tell village trustees what their concerns are, including a multi-million-dollar deficit and multiple lawsuits the village is facing. NBC5's V. Wen has the story.
Dozens of Dalton residents filled this room at Lester Long facility Saturday morning for an event with the trustees. The special guest speaker, Dr. Nicole Scott.
We just got to keep pushing forward.
She's the founder of American Association of Single Parents and says she's been running into problems with the village over plans to renovate her property downtown and to expand their food pantry, Free Indeed Market.
Last year alone, we served over 20,000 individuals, and we need to expand, and they will not allow us to do that.
Since last July, she's been trying to get approval for permits and licensing from the village with no movement, she says, and now believes Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration may have special interest in her property.
I think their goal and hope is to take the property from us, to get it through eminent domain.
NBC5 reached out to the village of Dalton asking about Scott's specific case. The village administrator telling us in a statement, quote, "We are deeply disturbed by Dr. Nicole Scott's false allegations. She has not fulfilled the requirements in order to secure permits by the village of Dalton under the village code." He goes on to cite property tax issues and says the property has also failed multiple inspections.
What they're saying is not true. It took them 6 months to tell me that the things that I submitted were not sufficient. And I think that that is a stall. That is them trying to, wait me out.
This comes amid allegations from residents and trustees over Henyard's misuse of public funds, lavish spending, and mispayments to vendors. Several trustees telling NBC5 the village faces a growing $7 million deficit and multiple lawsuits. Some residents voiced their frustrations and concerns over the current administration.
Guys, we need to take the heart and put it back in dollars.
Not only is it not entertaining, it is an injustice to the people who have no. We need to take our village back.
Meanwhile, Dr. Nicole Scott says she is trying to raise money to hire an attorney to take her fight against the village to court. Reporting in Dalton, V1 NBC5 News.
More drama in Dalton tonight. Several trustees are calling on the mayor and another village trustee to resign.
Both are at the center of an investigation. NBC5's Regina Waldrop started working on this case 6 months ago.
All right, so, and this is just, like I said, I wanted to show you, since he's, since they're just up there smiling and laughing and life is good, as you can see, there's nothing but controversy surrounding the super mayor, her trustees, but we're not supposed to say anything. Don't open your mouth. Remember, just before the election, those of you who've been here, hit the like button for us, folks. We're almost to 100. We were told by all the black puppets in the plants, don't ask Kamala any questions. Just vote blue no matter who. Shut up and vote. Same thing here. Blacks and what are your thoughts? Lisa Lee, how are you?
So I wanted to read a comment real quick because it just caught my eye. It caught my eye. Chad Rosier says she's making Kamala look intelligent.
Oh,
no.
Wait a minute.
I get it. Tiffany's making mistakes and she's wondering this and that, but no. There is nobody on God's green earth.
Oh.
Nobody.
To make her look intelligent.
That can make Kamala look intelligent. So I would have to strongly disagree with you on that.
Oh, Lord. Oprah tried. Even Oprah tried. It didn't work.
Right. Oprah even tried. Now, Tiffany Henyard, she might be a crook. She might be underhanded doing some snaky stuff, but she's way smarter than Kamala. Because number one, she's sober. You know what's worse than a dummy is a drunk dummy. So I had to comment on it. I couldn't let that one slide, Miss Lee.
Yeah.
You're not getting away with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody on this earth can make Kamala look intelligent. No.
You said it can't be done, is what you're saying.
It's impossible. Oprah, the best in the business, couldn't do it. Oprah couldn't do it. Oprah is the most. Oprah is not a billionaire for nothing. Oprah back in the 80s and 90s could work magic. that magic fizzled out when she tried to get Kamala. She was like, "Oh my God, I just
Yeah,
can't
the
do
magic
nothing
is
for this woman."
it's gone. It's
No,
gone.
no, no, no. Oprah still has the magic. It just couldn't work on Kamala. So we think it's gone, but no. It's just no. Nobody can help Kamala.
It did not work for this political cycle because people are onto her and people are hurting too bad as well. So this is what I was
Because you
talking
picked a
about.
dumb candidate by the name of Kamala Harris.
They did.
No, she's dumb. She's drunk.
Right. Okay. So my life. This is what my life for you was talking about. This is what we were referencing earlier. Mike said, Tiffany for inmate 2025. All in favor say aye. Aye. The ayes have it. So, Mike, my life, this is what you were referencing. I referenced this. Matter of fact, I'm going to the video that I did yesterday. So it's already over 4,000 views. I referenced that. I did. So I'm going to drop that link for you. No, everyone's saying aye. Shocking. Alan, yes, I feel bad for the nice people, especially the older people that are stuck. But again, I'm hoping Blackson and everyone in the chat, this will wake people up, even the older people. I don't care how nice someone is. Alan said, I think they're scared. Okay.
I can't feel sorry for people who make bad votes like that. Like the people who voted for Fannie Willis over. I don't feel sorry for nobody in Fulton County. So I can't feel sorry for people. Mm-mm.
Right. Okay.
Because they jeopardize us too when they do that. Miss Lisa.
Okay.
So they have to learn their lesson. Like, remember when we talked about all those vendors and all those staffers that didn't get paid from Kamala Harris?
Yes.
They
yes.
knew they weren't going to get paid. When the first week when they didn't get no money, they knew they weren't getting paid. They should have quit.
They found FAFO is what happened.
Again, better them than us. When I say us, meaning the country. So I cannot feel sorry for them. That's just me. That may seem a little cruel, but hey, it's better us than them.
Well, you feel bad for the people who aren't voting blue, but they're suffering just as well, like prosperity.
Okay. So I see what you're saying on that, right? But I mean, but it's a battle. It's either
and it is.
You have more people, they're gonna have more people. Now it's unfortunate if they have more people, then that's the rules of war.
Right.
So, I do feel sorry for shout out to the people in Chicago because they're going through the bad decisions. But it's like, I will say this: Chicago, New York, New Jersey, California, Colorado, this election was actually purple. It wasn't blue. None of them states were blue states. All of them were purple. So
it's turning.
Right. So for a first round fight, I'd say not bad. Chicago.
Progress, right?
Yeah. That's why I say not bad Chicago, not bad Colorado, not bad New Jersey, not bad New York.
Considering the past.
Not bad California.
Nope, not bad.
Yeah. So they did. So the battle that was fought was actually pretty good because none of them states were red. They were purple.
Right.
So
okay, here we go. So my life for your life. This is what you were referencing. And make sure my life for your life, you go back and check my video from last night. And what you said was what I said. You were dead on accurate. So the activities that she has, it's to buy votes. So for the old folks, big bingo going on today. Thornton Township residents, see you there. Know that I am always going to make a way. So everything is about everything.
That's why I say she's smarter than Kamala Harris. We can see what she's doing. She's doing a con game, but you got to have some sense to do that. You think Kamala Harris is smart enough to do this?
No, because she thought she had the black vote locked up. So then she didn't. Now I told you, everyone's coming out telling on her now. She didn't spend money for some of those black communities. I have that already. Okay. Right. And no, you didn't, because the people stayed home, thank God.
Yeah, but at least, and even if we look at it as being crooked, at least she's putting in work. It may not be the type of work.
She is.
Right? That's
I never said she wasn't.
So that takes intelligence. Yeah, so
She's
she's
smart
smarter than
enough to
Kamala.
know. Hey, she knows how. In other words, she knows how to play the game.
Yeah, she
Don't
knows how to
hate the
finesse.
player. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. And
She knows how to finesse, unlike Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
She knows how to finesse, unlike Kamala
she,
Harris.
yeah, she does. All right, so this.
And I don't mean to jump on the person in the chat. I'm just, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, Kamala.
Yeah.
No, I'm just letting you. I'm pleading my case right here. She
Right.
is the dumbest person in the world.
Oh wow. Ooh.
Yes. You heard it here on Roland's Reviews. Black Sun said she is the dumbest person, that being Kamala Harris, in the world. Guinness Book of Records, please.
Oh no, you're not sending Guinness Book of World Records to her house.
I'm sending Guinness Book World Record to Kamala Harris' house as the dumbest person on the planet. Yes.
Okay. Chubb says, I agree with Miss Rowland. I wouldn't live in a blue city. Chubbs, no. And I tell you, I have to be able to protect myself, and living here in North Carolina, I'm locked and loaded, baby. So for whatever happens. All right, look at this, folks. So my life for your life. And again, she knows how to play the game. So she has all kinds of activities.
Right.
All right. And if again, she always has something. And again, she knows what to do. She's very charismatic. Mm-hmm. People are drawn to her. And she's always out in the public eye. Come on out to the tree lighting. Don't just meet me there. She forgot to put beat me there. She put don't just meet me there, beat there. So she missed the word there.
Yeah.
Woo. Love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. So she knows how to play the game. Yeah. And look what someone posted. Pay your rent and stop posting lies. Woo! Jesus. And so and see, with her again, everything is about I look, big fat. I am the one. And so she's just, yeah. Super Mayor making a way for the babies. Merry Christmas. So this was something she had, a little event. So she's always doing something. Okay, for the people. But we know it's about photo ops. And I won't show you all of her but this is what she does. She knows how to,
she knows how to bring you into her world. That's what she knows how to do. She's very good at that.
Blackson, you'll be happy to read this post. And this is when the caucus, Raucous caucus happened. Your rights were stolen on Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024 at the caucus. If you were told you couldn't vote, denied entry to the building, or asked to come back later, your fundamental right to vote was unjustly taken from you. What I witnessed was the most inhumane thing I have ever seen. Seniors, our moms, dads, uncles, aunts, brothers, and sisters were left outside in the freezing cold for hours. Seniors in wheelchairs with walkers and even on oxygen tanks were mistreated and denied their right to vote. Many weren't even allowed inside the building to use the bathroom. This was cruel, unjust, and heartbreaking. I won't stand for this, and neither should you. And so that was after the Raucous caucus.
Miss Lynn, I love your comment section.
Woo, me too.
Waylon Smith says, sounds like Trump, only I have the solution. Well, based on Vladimir Putin, who has the most nuclear heads in the world, he's saying, only Trump can goddamn solve this problem. And Zelensky, who's on the other side of that, saying, Trump, well, he doesn't agree with Trump, but he knows that Trump can put a ceasefire. Everybody knows Veroshenko. They're saying that more likely Kamala can't solve it. Barack Obama can't solve it. Biden can't solve it. Clinton can't solve it. But Trump can solve it for some reason. So, he is the only one that can stop the war in Ukraine. That's based on facts. That's based on Putin saying he's willing to wait on Trump. After they done shot Miss Lynn, authorized U.S. missiles into dang Russia. I don't think you understand, and the chat understands how on the verge that puts us at a nuclear fallout. Like this goddamn close. We have
Right, it's
authorized
close, it's
missiles
close.
going into Russia. And Putin is saying, you know what, I'm going to wait on Trump.
Cammy. Woo, I have to, Cammy.
What Cammy say?
Cammy said I could
so
go.
dumb. She took 19 and came positive.
Yeah.
She thought it was a good thing. Oh, God.
Oh,
no.
woo. Another, you get 2 more truth bombs. My life for you. She is always talking about the you, right? And my life for you. Notice she's blaming, and she's not telling the full story. Let me read this post. Residents of Thornton Township, as you know, there are individuals keeping up mess at Thornton Township. The 2 trustees, Chris and Carmen, have neglected their duties to take care of the people. They did not pay for toys for the kids, nor did they buy food for Christmas giveaway. They do not care about any of you. They are willing to tear down the township at any and all costs and harm the people. It's not right, and they should be removed from office for missing 7 board meetings, causing the people and the township to be in harm's way. I will always fight for the people and against this evil that's trying to take over our government. I love people and care about everyone, even the hateful ones. So, again, she's not telling the full story. Now, and before, and I won't play the video because we played that yesterday. If you see this, my life for your life, I played this yesterday and we discussed it. No toys, no food boxes due to trustees playing politics. And if you look at some of the comments, and it's saying, oh, now our kids, we're not going to have our food. Our kids aren't going to have toys. And then you could tell who's bought and paid for it just by reading the comments. And I love reading the comment section.
Speaking of the comment section, I have to ask Mr. Wayman Smith. He said, and soon Putin will be in the White House. He's got to explain that, Miss Lynn.
Yeah.
You got to explain that, sir.
Okay, Wayman. My life for you. Why did Tiffany block you on Facebook? My life for you. That's what I said. She's projecting, but she doesn't realize she's talking about herself. And look at the people. You can tell who's receiving things from her. We still love you. We're not mad. Maybe disgusted with certain individuals, but we understand. And then you hear some lady, I believe you are for the people. So she's someone who's getting the freebies, I guess. So what they say, she's a thief to me. Okay. That's a shame how we as Black folks don't stick together, too busy talking down on each other. But God sees all. And she meant to say God, but she had an H. And that's on the real. So again, Robert, how are you? Robert, Robert, they're not going because she's trying to install a trustee who is going to do everything she says. And that's why they have not been attending. She doesn't have enough people to vote. Yeah, she's a gaslighting grifter.
Yeah, but I do have to say this, Miss Lynn. Her complaint was they were not notifying the people of the votes. So, I mean, if that's true, then that means they're doing some underhanded stuff. And if they're doing underhanded stuff to undermine her getting back in office, they will lose. They will lose.
And my life for your life. Black folks sticking together when we do wrong is crazy. My life for your life. Thank you, sir. Where have you been all my? That's what I'm saying. I don't care if you're Black and I'm Black. If you're wrong, why am I standing up for you? Robert, you just got here, love. You need to check I've played some videos. There's a lot of crookedness going on in her administration with the trustees, but because they're Black, Robert Scott and anyone who just joined the chat, one of her trustees, Andrew Holmes, called people N-words because they're called them on. They're not. All they're doing is asking, where's the money being spent? What about the essay allegation against him? He won't respond to that. So just because you're black and the person is black, he wouldn't stand up there if their constituents were Jewish and he stood up there and called them. He wouldn't. First of all, he would not have stood up there and called them derogatory names. But because he's black and the people he's talking about are black, he stood up there. You need to go back and watch the video, Robert. Stand up there and calling people the N-word. And if someone white or someone of another culture did that, oh my God, it would be the worst thing in the world. Ruby got it. Ruby said stick together is code for stay on code and don't snitch. Right, Ruby? That's why we're in the condition that we're in. And then Helen, some of these people who are gaslighted so bad, God bless them, said, I'm so sorry this is happening to a good person. That always, so again, she needs to take an English class. That always showing up and showing out for the people. God is watching. Oh my God. Amen. You're telling the truth. Much love to you. I really wish people would do their research before they judge you. So again, this is someone who's my life for you, someone who's obviously receiving the freebies. Robert, it is sad and embarrassing. James said the N-word, nincompoop. I love the word nincompoop. Jennifer, amen. Pay attention to your family. They neglect it because your whole life is the mayor. That's a shame. They should have let y'all do your stuff. Yeah. So, like Blackson said, there's a whole lot of stuff going on here. Waverland said, Andrew Holmes is a sleazy man. I pray he's out in the investigation. Waverland, he's being sued now in civil court for the SA incident in Vegas. Allegedly. The case hasn't been closed that I'm aware of that I could find. This is insultingly insane. People's lives should be priority. But someone said in the comment section yesterday, and I have to agree. So those of you who were not here yesterday, my life for you, Robert, go back and check my video from yesterday. We had people in the comment section who were very astute. And they said, if you were depending on this food box and those toys, and that's all you were looking for. First of all, Chris, you still have time. I said it. You should depend on no one because people will let you down. And if you have, because there was a woman on there, now my kids won't have Christmas. There's still a few days before Christmas. Do Lyft, Instacart. Something you could make legitimately, you could make some legal money quickly. Stop making excuses. Get up off your hind parts and do something. Yes, my life for you. That's the link. Check it out. Leave a comment. It has over 4,000 likes. 4,000 views. And I've been answering all the comments. There are lots of comments on that video. Robert, my doctor told me if Tiffany got arrested, it would save my life because my blood pressure would go down so I wouldn't be watching these videos. Robert. Waverland, yes. Waverland, you weren't here yesterday. Waverland, watch my video from yesterday. And one of the young ladies who was talking, she had on a jacket. Looks like she works for the county. And she was like, oh, my children won't have their Christmas. You're working. And if your job isn't enough for your children's Christmas, again, go out here and do Instacart. Everyone has a smartphone. Do DoorDash. You can make quick money. After C-19, there's no excuses, folks. Walmart has delivery. Amazon, quick cash, legal money. So stop with your excuse. If you're up here depending on her food boxes and her toys for your children, you have other problems. Look at this person, Teresa Roberts. Children should not have to suffer while y'all playing politics. No food and toy drive is insane. Well, she didn't even spell insane right. She forgot to add the E. Oh, my God. Oh. And then here's someone. Where is the news crew? now to see this. Tiffany, here, you're doing an awesome job. We love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh my God. And she had those people coming. Make sure you watch the video from yesterday. She knew that the food boxes was not there. She knew that the toys were not there. She still let people come out there so she could just badmouth the 2 trustees. Right, Wayman? They need to start planning. Don't depend on anyone else. Those are your children. If someone wants to help you, fine, but don't depend on someone else. Suave, thank you for the super chat, love. These hearts are just for you, love. Right, Cammie? You tell me. My life for you. Miss Lynn broke all of that down yesterday. Yes, you need to see the video yesterday. I know it's long, but I was showing, I showed her live videos and we were talking in the comments. Yes. Evidently, some of those seniors don't have immediate relatives around them to make sure they're not taken advantage of. Right, Imuna? And let's be real. And I was explaining that to someone in the chat section yesterday. They were like, so you're saying old people are gullible? I said, no, sir. I'm saying when the older you get, cognitively, you're not as sharp. It's easier for people to take advantage of you. So I'm not faulting the older people. I'm faulting the people who are taking advantage of them. My life for you was all optics. If she wanted to give out food and toys, tell each resident to bring your own. Right. My life for you. She's doing all this, like you said, to garner votes. And that's sad. Now here's a gentleman who I think is here's someone who told the truth. Look at this. Tony Meadows. Kudos to you. I don't know you, young man, but I agree. Tiffany, no disrespect, but you really don't care about nobody but yourself. This is his vernacular, not mine. I'm reading it as he typed it. First of all, who can take you seriously? Look how you dress. Sorry, but you not professional enough for me. You trying to please these men and be seen. You don't care about the people you dress like, these young females out here. Come on now, make it make sense. So that's not me. I hope you can see. I'm reading it as he typed it. I don't speak like that. Tina, yes, Tina, I said that older people are trusting. They're not out here involved in nefarious activities. They trust people, and then they're taken advantage of. But there was a guy in the chat that kept saying they're gullible. You're saying they're gullible. I'm like, no, sir. They're trusting. Tina, I said that. Thank you, love. Will she look at this? That sucks. Dalton always has toy giveaways. And now, you know, and again, if you have children, I don't have children, but if you have children, I think it was Wayman that just typed, you know what day every year, when Christmas is coming. And someone said this in the chat yesterday. You can put a few dollars aside each month. Don't depend on anyone. And that's how I was raised. You depend on yourself and God. Because people will let you down. Man, this is Jeremiah. Man, this is crazy. You for the people. Why does your personal life have to matter? Okay. Woo! Somebody you want to get that one? Blackson.
What's that? I'm sorry. I'm distracted in this chat section. Go ahead. You're fine. This guy here, Wayman Smith.
Okay, go ahead.
I guess he wants to school me on some international. He said, "Oh, well, Putin will be in office and in the White House," and I'm just asking him, "Do you support the Azovs? Because they're the only ones who believe they're going to beat Russia." So that's all. I'm a little distracted by this guy right here. Go ahead, Miss Lynn. Yeah, because I love when people try to challenge me on my international.
Okay.
Yeah, I love when they challenge me on that.
This on here, Blackson, Tawana Adams. So can you help me understand how you had gifts to give out for bingo this week with no approvals from the board, but nothing for the kids' Christmas giveaway. This is not adding up. Is it about votes? Ooh. Do you have a couple of people calling her out? Do a fundraiser, Tiffany Henyard. It is imperative that you on the trustees or even depend them. Oh boy. Woo. Oh boy. English. Oh my God. Oh, and then there's someone who said, I paid my rent today. Woo. They're throwing that in her face because she won't pay her rent. And look at that, Latasha Mitchell. That's terrible. I feel sorry for the kids who will be without. There's always been toys and food boxes. The kids shouldn't be without. Their parents still have a few days. I told you, legitimately, they can go out here and make a few money. I mean, a few dollars. Don't depend on someone else. Where are we here? Tiff once tried to quote JFK, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. It's time to, okay, James Dix gets it. Listen to this, folks. It's time to stop looking for handouts and start discovering your worth and how you can improve your surroundings. Yes. God. So those are just some of the comments I wanted to share with you. These people, oh my God. Woo. And this lady right here is so sad. That's why you need to check out the video I did yesterday. Tiffany went over the microphone, you couldn't hear, went over and whispered something to this lady. Next thing we know, the lady is talking. So I'm pretty sure she went over there and told the lady what to say. So this video right here, I'm not going to play it today. But again, if you weren't here yesterday, I know the video was long, but you need to check it out. So, Blackson, you still reading those comments, sir?
I'm still reading those comments. You don't understand. I hate when people put out information that they don't know about, especially when it deals with Ukraine and Russia. Like he knows zero. I'm asking him a question about the Azovs. I'm asking him a simple question like, should we continue to fund Ukraine even though they're getting their butts whooped by Russia? Okay. Simple question. You can't even answer that. So I'm sorry, Miss Lynn, that I got to be distracted by somebody who wants to act like they know something and don't know zero about when it comes to foreign policy. I'm the foreign policy expert around here. Don't get fooled just because we talk about Tiffany Hillian and all that. Don't be fooled, Mr. Whoever your name is. Don't be fooled.
Drop your channel link, Blackson.
Right.
Yeah, if you want now, Blackson is the one who does the world affairs. I talk about primarily what's going on here in the U.S., but Blackson, he knows the world news. So
I'm gonna tell you what it is, Miss Lynn. People see us and they think, we on some ninja stuff, and they, they talk about, and they don't think, and they look at me and they like, nah, he don't know about Russia. He don't know about Bashar al-Assad, the fall of Syria. He don't know about
Drop your channel link. They can go.
He don't know about China. No, but that's what I do. Yeah, this is the stuff this is my expertise, Mr. Wader Smith. So come to my channel.
Yeah. Did you drop your channel?
And so you can learn that I do this. And when it comes to Russia and Ukraine, I know the ins and out of that. They're losing. In fact, they lost a major city, a major resource city called Bakhmut to some mercenaries called Wagner. I guess you didn't know that. Yeah,
all right.
So you got the right one. You got the right one, Mr. What is it? Wayman Smith. You got the right one.
All right. So Yamuna, sad Tiffany has a daughter. Feel for her. No morals, no values. A horrible example for her. Why should that baby witness this? Tiffany needs to do a character clean up for her daughter's sake. Yamuna, good point. Jeffrey, their parents can get a job. Jeffrey, I gave several examples. After C-19, there is no excuse for people to be sitting around talking about, oh, I can't find a job. Everyone has a phone that I know of. And again, you could do Instacart. You can sit right there on your phone and make money. Grub, Hub, DoorDash. Instantly, you're making money. So stop it. Stop depending on someone else. You're only going to be disappointed. And if you have children, that's your job to provide for your children. If someone wants to, give you something, that's fine. But that's your job. Those are your children. That's how I feel about it. My life. Look at the tree cutting scam. Yes, my life. My life is on it. My life. You need to come around more often. You know about this stuff. Double paying. Cut the branches in week 1 and get paid. Cut the same tree down and get paid again. My life has been calling it out. It's all about the money. Tina, thank you, Mr. Blackson. I totally agree with you that has something to do with the land between Russia and Ukraine. I think we need to pull it out. Okay, good. Absolutely. My life. I have been Uncle Tom by some black folks. I kept going. My life. I don't know where you are. We're Generation Xers. We don't wear our feelings on our sleeves. I don't care what people say. I don't get upset. I really don't care. Waveland. The migrants get enough cash every month. You won't see them picking up toys. They all in checkout at Walmart. Yeah, with our tax money. Yeah, they'll have a real nice Christmas. Isaiah, we should be sending 0 to Ukraine. Truth bomb. My life. Ukraine should have just given Putin, where is it? Parts of the land. Russia doesn't want anyone. Okay. Robert, get a new co-host. He's ruining his show. Okay. Wayman Smith, we should not fund Ukraine. Yeah, that's right. I'm with you. Keith, how are you? Why is it Tiffany not bringing job to the city? Keith, she's not doing anything she should be. She's giving away free food when she's able and gifts to the seniors for the bingo. And she was going to give away free toys for Christmas, and we see what happened. Make sure you check out the video. Jesse, how are you from yesterday? Mr. Smith, you have a God-given right not to like Trump, but I say when he was president, there were no wars going on. Peace was in the Middle East. Okay, good. Buckmont, where are we? Amuna, that money should go to the homeless people here. Too many people on the streets, and a lot of infrastructures are beyond terrible. Yes. Robert, he's trying to do his own show. If you bet, get ready to him. Okay, Robert. All right, go ahead. Blackson, what are your closing thoughts on what we discussed today on Mr. Holmes calling black people who call him out on his shenanigans N-words? Okay, well, real quick, Robert, kick rocks. Number 1. Okay, number 2. Like I said, my main thing is the money that's being mishandled by Miss Hilliard. Okay, I know there's a lot of drama. Right. I still want to know how you feel. That's how I feel. City count, but you still have not answered this question. Before we go, I still want to know what your thoughts are on a city council member, a trustee calling the residents the N-word. You have to. I want to know something before we leave today. I mean, honestly, Miss Lynn, I don't have no thought on that. I'm just concerned about the money being called. We're all concerned about the money, but what do you think? What do you think should happen to someone who does that? You mean just call the person the N-word? He's a trustee and he's calling people who've done nothing to him. He's calling them the N-word. Because they won't. If the people feel like he needs to be reprimanded, and they need to reprimand him, if the people decide that, Miss Lynn. What happened to your volume, Blackson? What were you saying? It's kind of echoed. Oh, it's echoed. Hold on, let me check it, Miss Lynn. What happened? Something happened. I don't know. Alan, you're a baby boomer. Okay. Hold on. I know what happened. Okay, sorry about that, Miss Lynn. But the damn thing switched. Yeah, just what do you think? You think it's okay for a trustee to call residents the N-word? Whereas we know if a white person or someone of another ethnicity had done that would be honest with you, Miss Lynn, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. So it's up to the residents. If that bothers them, then they should handle that accordingly. But me personally, it doesn't bother me. No. Okay. I went to boot camp, been in the Marines, so
just saying that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. That
Yeah.
doesn't. I'm a man. Miss Lynn, so it doesn't bother me like that.
I don't mean something bothers you. I just want to know if someone has your opinion of
I
it.
think
That type of behavior.
my opinion is if it bothers the people, then they should deal with it accordingly. Me personally, it doesn't bother me personally. So if it bothers the people, then the people need to speak on it. This is why I said it all goes back to the people. So don't take their right to vote. If they're offended by it, then vote on it. Like apparently here in Fulton County, they were not offended that Fannie Willis took the money and went on vacations and they voted for it overwhelmingly. So
don't say anything about it.
So let the people decide. I don't live in Dalton. So
all right.
It doesn't bother me, Miss Lynn.
I'll give you my opinion since Blackson is waffling on me today.
I'm not waffling. I don't care about it. I'm not waffling.
I don't care about it. I don't care about it. But
it's not what you want to hear, but I don't care about it. I'm not waffling.
Well, this is my opinion.
Okay.
I don't care about it, but I don't do double standards. Jeffrey just said something. Andrew Holmes was out of line. He thinks he is in the civil rights era. That was my life. Jeffrey said a white man said that he'd be out the door. Right. So this is my thing. If white people can't say it, Mr. Holmes, you can't say it either. Because if a white person said it, oh God, they're racist. See, they're racist. Racism. White supremacy, but you feel entitled because you're black that you can call people the N-word. They've done nothing to you but just asked questions, legitimate questions about wrongdoing. And Tina said, Miss Rowland, I totally agree with you. I'm so tired of this racist mess in this country. Yes, Tina, you get it?
Right. So I agree with you and Miss Tina. Is if it bothers y'all, then if the people feel like you guys do, then handle it accordingly. Now, if everybody feel like the way I do, then same thing's gonna happen like it did in Fulton County. They're gonna have Miss Tiffany win by a landslide because they don't care about it.
I'm not saying it bothers. It's just it's not right because there are two sets of rules.
So watch this. So you just said it's not right. So again, if the people feel the same way that you do, Miss Lynn, and think that it's not right, then they should all come together and handle it accordingly. Now, there's another side to this. If all the people are like me, they're not going to care about it, and they're going to just keep it moving. So
that they didn't appreciate
so
it.
Again, it goes up to the people because there's a lot of people who don't care that the man said the N-word. Okay,
but again, if a white person or someone of another,
I don't care if a white person says it.
I know you don't, but
I don't.
What happens is it's in every news cycle. Oh my God. Could you imagine if it were a white male who said that? Call people
if a white male said it, like Dynamis had said, nappy-headed H's, you know what I'm saying? Then people should deal with it accordingly. Because there's going to be things that said, but see, the way I was raised as a man who's been in military training, that stuff doesn't bother me. It just doesn't.
Okay.
And that's what I think as a woman, it's hard to explain certain things because I know a lot of women are emotional and I let women have that. But as a man I come from the old school where I don't know if you've seen Full Metal Jacket, they called you all kinds of names. White men, the old school boot camp training, black men were faced with calling all kinds of names. Yeah. And so that's why when we come out, we don't care about that stuff. But again, I know everybody doesn't go through that type of training, and some people are emotional and they feel a way about it. I'm not wavering, Miss Lynn, when I say I don't care.
Okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, I don't care either, but again, stop. I don't like the double standards where black people are allowed to say whatever. If someone white says it, it's the end of the world. That's
those same people that get sensitive over a black man saying the N-word will get sensitive over a white man saying the word. The same people who don't care about a black person saying it won't care if a white person says it. Is what I'm trying to convey to you, Miss Lynn, but it's like
no, that's not true. Every time Trump said something, it's racist. He said black job. They knew very well what
and they target people.
They turned everything he said into something racist.
And
Robert,
they target people
you're
who
right.
are very sensitive. That is their whole goal. And when it doesn't stop, they double down on it. He's a racist. Oh, he's a sexist. This and that. And it wasn't working because you know why? People were desensitized to it. But I'm gonna tell you that the desensitization, and shout out to my veterans out there, they know it starts in boot camp. That's where it starts.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shout out to
okay, where are we here? I'm trying to keep up. Scott said something. Robert, this type of talk isn't appropriate for that environment. Right, Robert gets it. Yes, it's not. That was not appropriate for that. No, it was not. My life. Agree, Jeffrey. Thank you. My life. Okay, James, all this BS has made me hungry, so I make cornbread and black-eyed peas and smoked eggs. Okay, now you're making us all hungry, James.
So
Sure.
Wayman Smith, hold on. Wayman Smith asked, what is a black job? A black job is a job that a black man can get, that a migrant can easily take. A lot of migrants over here skilled, from dentists to surgeons, to construction workers, to dog catchers. So if a black man is able to get that and a migrant can easily take that, that's a black job. So I don't know if that answers your question, Raymond.
Okay.
So, what's a black job? So I don't know. I'm just,
Okay. Cheryl said,
this is what happens, Raymond, when you don't answer my Russia question. But okay, go ahead, Ms. Lynn.
Cheryl said, basically, he's saying we're ignorant. Wayman, now the residents know how the Tiffany administration feels about them. Now they have to address it. Right, Wayman? So they know what they need to do. Are you going to continue to allow it? Right. Alan, retired Kansas City. My coworkers, when they see me, they say, "What's up, my end?" It was a term of it. Right, Alan? I'm just saying how they use you know what I'm saying here. Right, my life for you. It's crazy. Tina, yes, ma'am, Miss Rowland. Imuna, thank you, Miss Lynn. Totally agree with you. That was uncalled for, very negative and inappropriate and wrong. Yes, Cammie. If a conservative, Cammie gets it, all of you understand what I'm saying. Yes. If a conservative had said that, it would have been a problem, because Joe Biden did say, if you don't vote for him, you're not black. Democrats can say whatever. They're not following their nonsense.
And I think some of the people,
thank you, Jeffrey,
misled, is misunderstanding. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's a problem for some people, not all people. I'm one of those not all people. That's all I'm saying. So when you tried to say that I was wavering, I'm not wavering, Miss Lynn. I'm not. I honestly tell you, I'm not wavering.
We know in the comment section, folks, anytime a white person says something, it's twisted. Oh, it's racist.
Not with me, Miss Lynn. That's what you're missing. It's not with me, and it's not with a lot of other people.
I'm not saying with you. I'm talking about media.
Okay.
Media. I'm not talking about individual media.
Right.
So everyone,
but Miss Lynn, but you asked me how I felt about the guy saying the N-word. You asked me specifically.
Okay. All right.
So when I gave you an honest answer, you didn't accept it. You were like, no, but this, and it's like, I don't understand why you didn't accept that.
We don't agree on that. But I'm saying, we know there are two sets of rules in this country. We know that. Blacks is correct. I lived in Fulton and DeKalb and Gwinnett 20 years. Wayman, blacks, and I recall that similar training when I was in the military. Okay. Jeffrey, us older people do not care about race. Right, Jeffrey? We don't care about that. Lisa, the original topic is going off rails. I'll come back. Okay, Lisa, we're done anyway. We're getting ready to go. Newcomers will take black or white jobs. Okay. It's all about respect. Yeah. Wayne Blackson, perhaps we can discuss. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Rodney, a black job, any job that can give the migrant, for a cheaper price. Okay. Jesse, it's a problem for me. It's not going to give white politicians a pass. Why should he get a pass for saying it? Right. That's what I'm saying. While in positions of power, in simulation, you can't say Ukraine without saying CIA. Alan, yes, ma'am. That city official should have never said that. Fire him like they would fire a white guy. That's all I'm saying. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Iris, how are you? This is 2024. The word shouldn't be used in polite society. Either call people by name or don't call them. Good grief. Yes, Iris.
Yeah. Now, Miss Lynn, I do want to understand when I say that you guys are saying that it's wrong. You do understand that, okay, if that's how y'all feel, I agree with how. What I'm saying is that if y'all feel that way, then that's cool. I'm cool with that. It's just not how I feel. I mean, do you understand that?
No. As it relates to,
again,
I'm talking about the way the media operates, which is run by the Democrats.
Right.
Everything that conservatives do or say.
Right.
That's racist.
Right.
The Democrats, black or white, can say or do what they want. Anyone else? Oh boy. All right. So we're going to get out of here. Cammie, MSNBC, CNN, The View, The Breakfast Club, and others in that lane would have had a field day if a conservative, white or black had said that. Yes, Cammie. Thank you.
I'm still not understanding this. Like, okay.
That's okay.
What y'all saying?
We'll talk about it when we end.
Let's talk about it now. You guys are keep like reiterating. Everybody don't think the same. This is what I'm trying to understand. Are we all supposed to have a hive mind?
No.
I can agree to disagree, saying, okay, I don't feel that.
We're talking about the media.
Right, the media. But
now,
again,
when a white person says something, it's scrutinized. You know doggone well a white
understand.
person.
I'm not disagreeing
what Cammie just said. If they had said that, the world would have come to an end. Oh my God.
So okay, Miss Lynn. Okay, so welcome to end. So what do you want me to do about Miss Lynn? So
nothing.
You're asking me. Okay, so
nothing. I just wanted to know what you felt, but I'm just saying.
So that I gave you how I felt, and you wouldn't accept that.
Well, I accept it now. Now, what do you want?
Okay, thank you. That's all I was saying. Just accept the differences.
You're accepted. Is that all you need?
That's all I needed. Yeah, because I was a little worried. I felt like it was a hive mind coming on here, and I'm like, I just want to make sure there's no hive mind. Meaning, you guys are right in your truth, and I'm writing my truth.
Let me read Keith. I'll read Keith's statement. Then we're gonna go. Or you need to go back, love, and check, because I played some videos and you need to see what we were talking about. Keith said, you're in a professional environment. You're representing us. You don't have the right to insult your constituents. Thank you, Keith.
So then what you do is vote them out.
Right.
Again, going on trips, using taxpayers' dollars and going to Martha's Vineyard, Carnival and all that. Guess what at the end of the day happened to Fannie Willis? She won by a landslide. So miss me with that is what I'm saying. All due respect in the chat. Okay. Miss me with that. All this about professionalism, it seems to be going out the door in certain counties, Fulton County being one of them. I live in a state where Fulton County voted for this lady after they said she went on trips, she had sex with a married man, and it's all good. We're going to vote for her again.
Right, Cammie?
Yeah.
Thank you, Tijuana, for the jumper, for the super chat. Those hearts are just for you. All right, we're going to get out of here. We've been on here 2 hours. Thank you, Cammie. But yeah, that's all.
No, Cammie, I agree. The hive mind is amongst the Democrats, but when I have people who don't agree with my truth, then I have to have a sit down with Miss Lynn because she wouldn't accept my answer. So I'm okay, let's talk about this because apparently my answer was uneasy with her. So I have to sit down and see why was it uneasy because I'm a human being. She's a human being. We all have different fingerprints on our hands. And so everybody's not going to think like the hive mind the same. Oh, the guy said the N-word. Okay. Well, if Miss Lynn would have knew my background, maybe she would have knew that, okay, well, this guy don't care about the N-word because I heard it 1,000 times.
I don't care about it either. So I just don't like double standards.
Again, if you ever see, I don't know about this nowadays, this new DEI military, but back in the day when Trump showed the Full Metal Jacket, that was the reality that we lived in. That's the training that we go through. So that stuff doesn't bother me, is what I'm saying. That's all.
It doesn't bother me either. What bothers me are double standards. That's the okay.
Okay, well, you asked me personally. That's all.
Right.
You asked me personally how I felt about it, and I told you. Okay, you don't accept this double standards. I get it. Whoever says the N-word, it doesn't bother me. You know, it
doesn't bother me either. But if he can say it, so can the conservatives.
I agree. I agree.
You know, that's not how it is. So, you know. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thinking differently and right and wrong are two different things. Yeah, Robert, yes, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We'll be going live. Blackson, I don't know. We'll be going live when? Maybe Monday, Tuesday, something like that?
You'll definitely see me on Sundays. I can't guarantee the weekday because, again, a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
With, work and everything. So, but I'm off definitely on Sunday.
That's right. I keep forgetting. I'm off for work for a couple of weeks. You're still working.
Yeah. Robert Smith, you said thinking differently and right and wrong are two different things.
Thank you.
Again, it's not wrong. Okay, let me explain something to you. Then let me get it, Ron. Robert, I'm the type of man that's been raised up that name calling, sticks and stones may break my bones, of words will never harm me. That's right for me. So you might call a person a name and that next person might get offended. I'm not going to get offended. I'm not. I'm just not.
I'm not either.
I've been through some hard times, Mr. Robert. I grew up in South Central LA, West Side. I grew up around Crips and Bloods. I've been in the military. I've been to Mexico. I have friends that have been in like MS-13. So yeah, like people calling words. I've traveled. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Jamaica. I've been places. So yeah, words don't bother me. People use the N-word. It's like,
They don't bother me. What bothers me is double standards. You see what I'm saying?
Again, Miss Lynn, I hear you, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that you asked me a question, and when you asked me a question, I told you the truth. I told you my truth.
Okay.
I hope nobody has a problem with my truth. I don't care.
No one has a problem. You're good. Happy holidays, Thor. Thor, go back. U.S. Army, we're leaving, love. I don't know. I'll be back on. I don't know when, what day I'll be back on, but whenever I can get Blackson, he'll be back on too. Depends on how busy he is, because I'm off work, but he's still working. So, but he'll be back on when he can.
Sunday, y'all. I'm off on every Sunday. I'm off, so I'm guaranteed. I can only guarantee the day I'm off.
That's right. You work.
Yeah.
You still work. Okay. Right, Jesse. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you for the super chat again. These hearts are just for you, love. U.S. Army retired. Please, thank you for your service, sir. Please go back and watch, because we played some videos and we had a lot of intelligent conversation. So you know where we're going now. We're going straight to the comment section. So I'll see you. I don't know. Let's see. Today's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I don't know.
Remember, Christmas is on Wednesday, Mr.
Say Christmas is Wednesday.
In the middle of the week, yeah.
Oh, okay. So okay. Thank you, Tijuana. We'll be live. I'll be live from the hotel room. So we'll just keep checking for notifications. I don't know what day, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be live somewhere in there. All right. Thank you. We're good. Thank you, Tijuana. Thank you, U.S. Army retired. All right, U.S. Army. I'm going straight to the comment section now to talk to you as long as you're there. Thank you again for being here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel.